We are jumping into an open game, having a quick look at Freaky Uncle Crew against Snow Much Fun. We got a veto to have a quick look at as well. That third map is alive and cranking. It has already gone through Ancient and Inferno. Both teams are currently one apiece, and we got Anubis as that third and final map, which I believe is about 4 or 5 rounds deep at the moment. So we'll jump into that in just a sec. We'll jump into that right now, actually, and see what's going down on Anubis between Freaky Uncle Crew and Snow Much Fun. Okay, what do we got here? Straight in round 6. Snow Much Fun currently leading by a round. And who we got in the game? Looks like Frenzy. Going to get tested here towards the A site. Tucked away in heaven. Wasn't seen. Wasn't cleared. Oh, easy peasy. Bomb goes down. This should be a Freaky Uncle Crew round every day of the week. Unless Yelens and Aris has something to say about it. Big pick out of Aris here over towards mid. But with Aris so low, huge chance of a trade. Blogs swinging over to Cake side. Hits him with that crab walk. Hits him with a few too many bullets for him to deal with. And Glow Ray has managed to pick himself up one. So let's have a look. Moving into the 7th, what do we got? These are the names of our champions. We got Frenzy, we got Viper King, Gloray, Blogs, and Pneumo. I'm assuming it's a silent P. I apologize if it's not a silent P. I was not prepared for this game. And look, on the other side of things, we've got Aris, we got Yelens, Cody, Mr. Think, and Le Bobby. So let's see how they all go together here and who ends up taking the cake. All right, into the 7th. Pneumo seems to be the AWP. Had front spawn, tried to get the pick, but missed the opportunity. And Snow Much Fun, very early smoke towards A main just to get control. Ooh, Cody boosted across the top of mid, finds the opening. And Viper King falls for free. You hate to see it if you're a Freaky Uncle Crew fan in the chat. Big picks there. Le Bobby. Trade game looking pretty good. Cody. Oh, didn't know where to go. Caught between a rock and a hard place and drops that bomb. I think he was trying to retrieve it. Things getting a little bit awkward now. Pneumo with the AWP. Ooh, going on the high ground. No scope attempt. Cost him his life. And now we're down to the 1v1. Aris. Oh, should have had the advantage with the peak there, but Glow Ray spray that little bit better. Upgrades to the AWP. And puts a 4th on the board. So not too bad. This Freaky Uncle Crew already with 4 CT-sided rounds is looking red hot here on Anubis. Snow Much Fun, though. We'll see what they can do to try and turn this game around. No plant for the last 2 rounds. Seems to be... Sorry, I'm just laughing at ghosts. Look, we got round 8, and it's a faster one, the Bobby. Straight through that incense, which has done bugger all to him. Pneumo, ooh, lovely flick to catch him off there, and he wants more. Man's pretty sick with the flick. Hits him with a 360, can't connect. Oh, my Lord. Would have been nice. Bit of spice on that one, but a bit too spicy. He burnt his tongue. Lovely little cleanup on the force buy. Kind of mixed bag. Whatever you want to call it. But Snow Much Fun. I feel like those dreams are getting crushed real quick. Who knows, though? They could be CT-sided players. We are in open. There can be crazy things going on. That's the beauty of open, you know? Protocols may not be at the elite level. They might be at the trick shot level, which we just witnessed. So... we'll see what goes down here into the 9th. If we get something similar or if we get something different. And it's just a bloody fast one, isn't it? Full mop up, Snow Much Fun. Just get that one out of the way. Red hot real quick. And let's see what goes down here in the 10th. Snow Much Fun. Guns back in the game. I just want to see more Pneumo, honestly. Oh, lovely flick there out of Cody. Ready for him to peek from doors. And that's going to put SNOWMUCHFUN in a great position to try and get themselves another round on the board. Put a stop to this little streak that FREAKYUNCLEKREW have managed to bring to the table. Arise, or Aris rather. Walk straight to the crosshair of Pneumo. Glore with the info. Spotting one player running through water towards A, as well as hearing one rotating out at mid. Surely that's been communicated. Then you can see FREAKYUNCLEKREW starting to make their way towards that A site. Blogs actually, ooh, straight out of camera. The trade took a little while, but Bobby got there eventually. Oh, missed chance, Pneumo. He's good on the flicks, but sometimes holding those lines can be a little difficult. Frenzy going to be able to find some more impact from heaven. Smoke faded. Oh, Cody finding the weird line, and it's going to be AWP shots going left, right, and center. 1v1 Glore coming in on the flank, but making a whole bloody world of noise. Just running him down. He's sprinting for it. Cody able to get the reload off. Jumping info. Oh, and he's quick with it. Okay. Big shots there. And that's going to be 4 for SNOWMUCHFUN. Got a little scary, a little spooky with how those trades and how those rounds played out. But look, that's what we're here for, huh? Pure NA open entertainment. Does anyone... I actually don't know what open at 9 to 10 means. Does that mean it's like 9th to 10th place? Or is this like an extra super low division? I'm not toxic. I just don't know. We can figure that one out together. Hopefully someone in Twitch chat is part of the open division and can give me some of that extra information. But this is where you and your friends could be playing too, all right? Mate, Frenzy, that was a risky maneuver, and I appreciate the opportunity that you've given yourself, but you just didn't take it fast enough. I feel like at this point, though, with 6 CT-sided rounds, maybe you can take a few more risks. A site open for the taking, and SNOWMUCHFUN. They make the right choice. FREAKYUNCLEKREW surely just going to save the weapons into the final round. It was a decent gamble on B, but unfortunately sometimes when you gamble, you can win and you can lose, and they've lost this one. All right. Oh, ready for it. And now SNOWMUCHFUN. They got about 20 seconds to get this hunt going. Slow clear on the beach side. Probably won't get contact in time. You're looking at Aris here. Coming in on the flank. Eyes on his position from Viper King. Oh, missed chance. He didn't want any of that smoke. They got money. You got money for the last round of the half. Just go for it, bro. Just get him, Aris. Put some confidence on the name. CS_Aris, bro. Come on. Let's see if SNOWMUCHFUN can equalize at the half. Technically in best of 1 territory after already playing 2 maps up until this point. Cody denied any chance at an opening. Bobby will be gifted a chance, but those flashes are a little too good. He wasn't quite ready for them. All for the CT aggression, so up in his grills. Glore, man's got high sense. He was flicking around everywhere. Couldn't quite make his way to camera, to safety, and Cody's going to be mollied off, but he thinks, you know what, this incendiary is terrible. How's he won that? I don't know. How's he won this one? He hasn't quite won it yet, but I thought he would have with the damage he had done. Chaos, utter chaos. Bomb still down at the bottom of mid. That's going to be taken towards the B site. Your lens doing God's work to make that one happen. As Aris has looked his way all the way here and wants a little bit more. Jiggling, baits a shot at a Pneumo. And the 2v3 The Freaky Uncle Crew boys have to go for this one. Simple Molly doesn't stop Pneumo from doing silly things. And because of that, Mr. Think gets himself a 2K to close. This is crazy. This is Counter-Strike, and this is fun. All right, we're here to be entertained, and my brain is a little confused with some of the decisions that are being made, but that's okay. All right, everyone is entitled to play the game in the way that they want to play it. But I don't have to agree with it, do I? That's the beauty of my job. I can have opinions on on ESEA League Season 53, NA Open 9-10 playoffs. That's what we're doing. Let's see what goes down here. Sides are swapped. Were Freaky Uncle Crew ready for this? I don't think they were. Lovely peek out of your lens. Quick shot. Good crosshair placement. And with the numbers, they are going to shift already, expecting it to be the B split. Freaky Uncle Crew, they are committing to it. 4v3 on the B side of things. And let's see if the entries go strong. La Bobby taking heads off, readjusts. It looks good. Gets another. And Aris is there for the trade. Beautifully played by the... Forgot the team name. It's SNOWMUCHFUN. That's it. I was going to say Let It Snow, which would have been a good stab. I knew it had something to do with snow. Let It Snow. SNOWMUCHFUN. That one, we'll get there. Freaky Uncle Crew, though. Unfortunate. Losing that pistol could be detrimental for the game. All right, let's see what's going down. Freaky Uncle Crew, all eyes on the A site. Insend. Not going to stop Glory, but that HE's done a good job to chunk them down. And the MP9 is usually a good tool to finish the job unless you miss all your shots. Pneumo Glory going to get kills. Glory's killed Blogs, though. I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt that he was shooting at the smoke. But will it come back to bite them? Bomb goes down. That's huge for the economy, for the future, for the investments. And it should be another SNOWMUCHFUN round, which it will be. Full mop up. 4 kills even, all going across to the MP9s. And that'll be 8 on the board. So far, so good. SNOWMUCHFUN. 4 SMGs carried across into the first gun round. Let's see what happens and what Freaky Uncle Crew decide to do. On closer inspection. So just getting to know the players and who they are and what they got for us. Wait. Holy hell. SNOWMUCHFUN is... the roster is like 10, 11 people. La Bobby is level 5. This man on your screen, playing above his level, for sure. And a slower approach from Freaky Uncle Crew this time. Aware that there was a lot of SMGs in the last and should be expecting a similar situation here. SNOWMUCHFUN, double on B. Playing close range, close in con, your lens. Oh, caught with the insend out, which doesn't even pop because the smoke hadn't faded. And La Bobby at least gets his. B-site fully in the hands of Freaky Uncle Crew. With that smoke going down, things get a little bit awkward. Cody hoping he can find something there with a couple of flick shots, but Won't quite find anything. Smoke cracked. Utility all over the place. And not a lot left for Freaky Uncle Crew. They are thinking about going for the fight. And so much fun. They feel like they desperately need this round. Going hard in the paint with the MP9s. Mr. Think to be able to find blogs. And there is going to be kits here. But it's all Mr. Think to try and get the job done. Pneumo, too sharp there with the AK. 3 kills in the round. And a big one for them to put on the board. Freaky Uncle Crew not letting So Much Fun win the bonus. But there is going to be plenty of cash to go with the reinvestment. Where I was going with that, by the way, is that you too, all right, you guys at home, no matter what rank you are, level, you know, just play with your teammates. It's not about face it level. It's not about elo when you play competitive. Elo actually doesn't matter. You too can be the next Simple, next to Monesh, next to Donk, you name it. It all starts with the ESEA open, okay? Get your friends together. Make an 11-man team like So Much Fun. And then just play with whoever's around. It's beautiful. You don't even need to hit your utility. Look, it was a great attempt from Freaky Uncle Crew. That pillar molly would have been ineffective anyway. There wasn't anyone there. So we'll allow Glory to miss some util. Okay. CT smoke thrown, as is the Glock. You want that one just in case? Yep, pick that back up. And Glory's doing a great job at just, you know, holding the 3-man B rotation from just staying at B. Just shooting. Looking for anything through the smoke. Oh, okay, spots in. First smoke fades. And now we're going to see the trigger pulled on the A side of the map. It is a 4v1 over here, maybe a 4v2 if LeBobby turns around. But let's see how good he is with the AWP. Aris not quite ready for the swing. LeBobby connects. Ooh, but after the smoke, he's just thinking about saving. Or are they thinking about saving? If there's anything I've learned, they don't really like to save here. They kind of want to go for it. And with Glory, Mate, he's not letting him save. Mr. Think looking to get away with the AWP as far away as he can. And Freaky Uncle Crew going to be happy with an 8th. Happy to equalize here. Keeping it nice and close on Anubis for everyone watching at home. Four-man stack from SNOWMUCHFUN. Cody solo with the AWP. Feeling himself. Hoping he can do something. Actually has gone for like a weird half investment just to get the Kevlar around the AWP. That was saved by Mr. Think. I don't know how much I back it. It's gimmicky, but it works. And you got to remember, he was quite sharp in the first half when he did pick the stick up. And just knowing where the AWP is actually going to force Freaky Uncle Crew to go straight into the stack. But it's just a couple of pistols. And up against the rifles, they can be quite ineffective. Mr. Think gets one, but Glory on the trade game. Aris, knife him, knife him, knife him. Damn, unlucky. Push through the smoke into Glory's crosshair. Not what you love to see. And Cody, 17 and 10. Happy just to farm up with the AWP if he's allowed to save it. Oh, jump it up. Gifted the opportunity to go to safety. Oh, the slow repeak. I don't know about it, but chooses the right timing. He just wants to keep on shooting, keep on going, falling down. Won't find his shot. Pneumo with the Glock in the air. It's chaotic, but it works. And that's going to be Freaky Uncle Crew taking the lead. Alrighty, alrighty. What's the goal? Freaky Uncle Crew. We're going to go 3 towards B, 2 towards A. And So Much Fun again playing 3-1-1 or even just 3-2. This time, though, bringing more firepower to the party. Not so much the utility department. It is hard to get the finances sorted sometimes on the CT side. Let's see what they got. Where's Aris going? He's looking over Cake, looking over default. He's played from this position a fair few times now. When I say a fair few times, I mean at least once. With that smoke block towards the A site. It is forcing Freaky Uncle Crew to get a bit more aggro here at B. Cody trying his hardest not to go for the peak here, just playing the off angle, playing the line. Oh, but drop pick gets it done eventually. Nade, flash, lots going over towards B main. Util dumped. And there's not a lot remaining, but Cody's going to be able to find him regardless. Good timing on the peak there. Aris pushing, finds the other man. Viper King not allowed to play on the extremity. And Frenzy does have a hole here at mid. No one's currently watching this, but you can see So Much Fun. They've got a double temple set up, expecting a flank through mid. So they do have an idea of the holes in their defense. We'll re-clear mid together. I don't hate it. Boom. Well played, well played. Nice fundamentals after the chaos on the B site. And So Much Fun. Was that 4 alive? Might have even been 5 alive at the end. That's a dream for the economy. And now they have everything they want and more. Freaky Uncle Crew, no plant, means they might be a little bit light in the next round, but this one, they're fine. And Blogs, he's got a Mac 10 gifted to him on the ground somewhere. What's Blogs throwing for us? Window smoke. Con smoke as well coming out. Freaky Uncle Crew. Just going for a bit of a default again. Not actually putting too much pressure towards mid early on. Really invested in holding that B main control. But with where they currently are, they kind of are already postured to go for a B split again if they want. 2-man setup at mid. For both teams. Cody does, I believe he's holding a flash, so flashes through doors for a window peek. There's a reason Mr. Think died. And I'll tell you what it is. It's that he peeked window when they flashed through the doors. And the doors flash isn't going to flash bottom mid, guys. Maybe you thought there was a smoke up. Either way, you know, that's something that they can work on in the future. Fix that communication. Oh, smoke break, Pneumo. He is done. Cody, lovely little flick there to keep it to a 3v3, but it is going to be a battle of speed over towards the A site, and Aris wins it. Gets that AK out in hand just in time. Little flash at the ready. Maybe not the most effective, but he'll go with it. Cody snatches Blogs through the edge of the pillar. And it's all up to Gloray to save the day. HE towards heaven. Space to get the reload off. Full gifted and isolated fight, but he is flicking around like a madman. That's going to be a 1-for-1. Some damage to the CT economy, but that's enough for So Much Fun to reclaim the lead. One round the gap. And very much still anyone's game. Freaky Uncle Crew. I want to know if they are uncles. If they are even old. There's a lot of questions. And not a lot of answers. But, crazy spray. Your lens, dropping the HE. At least got that reload off. Maybe not the best position to have an A1. A4. Could be a good tool when you're closer range like that and you are a sprayer. By the way, So Much Fun coming out with a man advantage. 2 players set up towards Temple. Good timing on the incendiary. There's space there. The bombs were claimed. And they will get that one down. So there's money for the next round now. Aris, though, the flank activates. And now on the back side, Blogs has a pillar to play around. Maybe a chance, but he won't get the flick back to Cody, who is really doing a lot of work here. Some crazy impact frags all throughout the first half and the second. And now 2 rounds. All that's needed to win this 2-1 over FREAKYUNCLEKREW. Round by round, they're getting it done. And I know everyone that's watching from home may not be used to watching open level gameplay, but we are all here and we are all experiencing it together. I too don't know the last time I watched an open game. It would have been a long time ago. Would have been open level, maybe not. Actually, I would have watched a couple of open games back in the day. Ooh, aggression. Disrespecting the mid. Smoke. Incent goes down, but there's certainly space there to play around. Yuma, however, respecting it. Slowing things down, waiting for the flash, making sure everything works out because FREAKYUNCLEKREW don't want to be going down to SNOWMUCHFUN with their 11-man roster. It's kind of like if this was a higher level team, an 11-man roster would be so hard to prep for because you wouldn't know who's playing on any given day. The idea of tendencies just goes out the bloody window. Glore looking to hold these CTs over towards the B site. Aris, that's a weird spot, but at least he's got the info that the Temple flank's coming through. Again, another weird spot. These CT positions are kind of all crazy. Push coming from B main works out. LaBobby falling makes things really bloody awkward, and that pick into CT might actually draw the attention away from Mr. Think, who goes forward, gets his pick. Okay. Now we're cooking. 3v2. An opportunity. If you look at the money, they kind of want to save one weapon here. Pneumo, though, the flank is slowly but surely wrapping from Temple back to CT. Mr. Think is going forward, and he'll get another one done. But a 1v2 Cody, if anyone can do it, it's probably this man. Bomb's going to be planted weirdly over to Temple side, not for B main or CT, where both these players are. Glore has to go up onto pizza play for the post plant. Brr. Brr. You know what I mean? That's chaos. That's what my brain's doing watching these rounds. There's a lot happening. There is a lot happening. There is a lot happening. But SNOWMUCHFUN are still in the lead, and they are still pumping, and we got Cody on the glass cannon. That's how much he backs himself, and I back him too. AWP and a flash. All you need to have impact. And he's going straight to Con. There are T's that could have been seen, but they won't be. An Aris, he's only got to smoke the block. Oh, and he's only got a P250 to hold this site, mate. Rough. Smoke at least slows down FREAKYUNCLEKREW. They don't commit to the A pump. There's no defenders on the site. But that smoke is a scary thing. As Pneumo knows, that's why he's watched that one at mid. Mr. Think, missed opportunity to put some extra pressure down the guts. And LaBobby hoping he can catch a timing onto Blogs. Oh, I think he's seen him. But he just lets him cross. Camp Smoke comes through. SNOWMUCHFUN realize their finances are very much in disarray. And they are already looking to save. FREAKYUNCLEKREW, 5 alive here would be huge for their economy. And this game's looking like it's all tied up. But how much damage can they do to the CT economy? Can they go for the hunt? Can they find them? Pneumo. Still eyes on bottom mid. Not quite close enough to hear that B main extraction. I'll actually, while we're waiting for this save to come through, I'm actually going to do some homework as to what this 9 to 10 means. So if I go ESEA Leagues, Season 53, we'll go to bloody North America. We'll check open 9 to 10, open 1 to 8. I think 9 to 10 just means you might have to have players on your team that are level 9 to 10. Let me see. I could be wrong with that. Let me see. I'm just looking at a random team that won it. I am right, apparently. So 9 out of 10 just means the teams need to have at least, I don't know how many, but one, I'm just going to assume it's like 1 to 3 level 9 to 10 players on the team to play in this league. And, okay, so the average elo for both these teams has to be between 9 and 10. There you have it. So LeBobby, he's min-maxing that with his level 5 elo. And I think a win through this would be what qualifies you up into the next leagues. So we'll see how that goes for them in the future. Keep your eyes on all these members. You might see them make it to the big leagues eventually. Oh, they got double brackets here in 9 to 10 as well. I guess that's... Yeah, they got like 2 64-team brackets. Multiple. Anyway, in comes the pump. Viper King going to be able to find a double opening. Finally getting a huge amount of impact. Frenzy as well, doing big damage, but Aris, he's been a nuisance, going one way through the smoke, back to the other. Numo going to be able to smoke bang him. And Cody, he was going for the Omega flank. Oh, wait, whoa. Damage to the T economy is kind of huge here too. If they do manage to win this, which they will, they kind of want to keep as many of these guns alive. If Cody can snag away another AK here, which it's looking like he's in the best position to do it, knife out, but he's caught 2 people with their knife out running. And Blogs only has a Mac 10 to carry across. This is almost one of the worst case scenarios for Freaky Uncle Crew, because their money's kind of all over the shop. SNOWMUCHFUN obviously don't have that much of a better buy, but Cody could at least drop like 2 MP9s theoretically and let everyone else still have utility, but they're all just going to buy themselves MP9s. No? Okay, some have been dropped across. What do you do with the numbers here? Okay, Famis even brought into the mix. 1 kit on your lens. And over on the other side of things, we got a Tech 9, which has been upgraded even into a Galil. Mac 10 still getting played by Blogs. 3 AKs. Neither team with the best bite. And SNOWMUCHFUN are hunting for OT. Aris again, he's just dumping this util. And once more playing aggressive behind the smoke. Although this time he does have Mr. Think over towards default to help him out. Freaky Uncle Crew. A couple of shots through that smoke away from potentially penetrating the A site. They do leave Glory to lurk here this time. And Freaky Uncle Crew making their way back towards B. Consmoke comes through. And you can see they were a little worried. I think Blogs was watching the T-spawn flank, expecting the CTs to have potentially gone aggro B main. And look at this gravitation. That Consmoke has drawn 3 players from the A site back to B. Yolens and LeBobby are unfortunately shitting themselves, but look, that call was right. And now we've got 1 man running in A. We got Yolens peeking into 3 in water. Oh, it's a catastrophe. LeBobby, my mans. No, he couldn't hold on. He couldn't do it for SNOWMUCHFUN. Now there's not much fun being had. Cody looking to cut the site in half. There's no smoke for the cross for Freaky Uncle Crew. SNOWMUCHFUN got Snow close here, but won't be able to get the job done unless in the 2v4 they get it. Mr. Think going for the reload. Aris falls, won't be able to retake E-Box, and now the util is too much to deal with. The MP9 goes down, and 13 to 11 will allow Freaky Uncle Crew to stay in the upper bracket here. The NA Open 9 to 10 here in the playoffs. Congratulations. GG's said in the chat by everyone. And that was fun. I'm glad we got to experience some open enjoyment. I'm glad the open gamers got a little bit of airtime on the ESL mainstream. So that was a fun one. That was interesting Counter-Strike. Definitely at a different level to what I think we're all used to watching. But that's Counter-Strike, right?